timer or a stopwatch, so if you need to pause the video and go grab one, you should. So we're starting off with regular plank to warm up our body. So we're going to be doing this for 60 seconds if we can. If you need to stop in between, that's fine. Just get back up and keep going, okay? So we're going to get down into a plank here. If you can go up on your hands, do that. If not, come down on your elbows, that's fine. And of course, if you can go off your toes, do that as well. If you can't, go ahead and drop to your knees. Just don't have your butt up like this, otherwise it doesn't really count, okay? So we're just going to do our best here. We're going to start. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and go. Make sure your shoulders are back. None of this happening, none of the shoulder blades coming up. Just back and down, just like really good posture. And keep your core tucked, okay? Don't hold your breath. And try not to look up or down. Just hold your head. Keep your body nice and straight. Not to have your butt coming up or your hips sagging. You guys are about halfway. Just deep breaths. You got 20 seconds left. Again, if you need to drop to your knees or take a quick break, you can do that. You got about 10 seconds. And time. Good job, guys. So, take a short break before we move on to the next one. The next one is going to be a side plank, so we're obviously going to have to do this on both sides so that we're even. There's a harder version and an easier version for this one. So you can go up on your hand or your elbow, okay? The hand is going to be harder to balance on, and the elbow is going to be easier, okay? The other trick here is if you stack your feet, it's going to be harder to hold. If you stick them in front of each other, it'll be easier to hold, okay? So those are two things you can do. You can try it out and see what works better for you. Try to always do the hardest one first, and then slowly, if you need to, do it easier as you go, okay? So, and of course, for these, you can also drop down to your knees here. Just hold here, don't do that or that, okay? So, we're gonna do a minute each side, all right? We're just gonna start in about 5 seconds here, okay? So again, to position, just go back. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So you can stack your feet, you can put them in front of each other, you can come up onto this hand. This is kind of the hardest position to hold here. And if you want to modify it, you can. Just holding your hips straight, okay? Try not to put this hand on the ground, try to keep your shoulders stacked right above each other, okay? So none of the sagging forward or back, just right underneath each other. You guys are doing great. You're already halfway. Try not to hold your breath. You got 20 seconds. Seconds, you can do it. Get back up. Time. Good job. Okay, take a quick break. Moving on to the next side. So it's the same thing. Whatever you did on this side, try to do the same thing on this side. So if you drop down to your knees halfway through on this side, copy that on this side. Okay? Just want it to be even. Alright? So, ready? Do the next side here. And 3, 2, 1, and go. So again, you can stack your feet, put them in front of each other. Just make sure your shoulders are underneath each other. Okay? Try not to come forward or back. Just kind of hold there. Keep this tight. You're going to be using this oblique here to hold yourself up. Okay? So try not to sag too too much. These are really hard, guys, so if you need to take a break and then get back up, that's totally fine. Remember, if you drop down halfway on the other side, you should do that on this side as well. 15 seconds left. Almost done. And time. Good job, guys. Okay, hopefully you're a little bit sweaty now. That was pretty tough. So we're moving on to backwards break falls. So we're going to start standing, okay? And what you're going to do is you can cross your arms and you're going to kind of squat down here. And the lower you squat down, the easier it's going to be. You're going to roll back as your shoulder blades touch the ground. High five the max, okay? So do that again. So we're going to tuck your chin down as your shoulder blades touch the ground here. And high five the mats. Try not to let your head come back. Okay? The point of a backwards break fall is to protect your head. So the most important thing is to keep the chin tucked. Okay? So right now I would pause the video and I want you to try to get 50 reps or 3 minutes. Okay? So put on your timer for 3 minutes, and if you don't make it to 50 reps in 3 minutes, that's fine. That's just a goal to get to. Alright guys, I hope that was fun. We are moving on to the last exercise, a little warm up. This one is our sprawls, okay? So they kind of look like a burpee if you've done them before, right? If you want to do them the slightly easier way, you kind of do them in a 1-2 motion, and I'll show you both, okay? So for the first one, you're going to come down, touch the ground, and shoot your feet back and your hips down, okay? What's important for this, for a sprawl, is that you don't want your feet together, okay? You're just gonna fall over, okay? So, when you do this, you're gonna come down, jump back, jump your feet wide, and drop your hips, okay? When you come back up, just like that, okay? So, that's the little bit easier way. If you want to do it a little bit harder, you're not going to really pause in between going down and jumping back, okay? Almost as soon as your hands touch the ground, then you want to shoot your feet back, okay? Like that. And then come back, okay? Try not to let your hips touch the ground if you can. That's just a harder thing to do, okay? Just here and come back up, okay? So, again, same with the backwards break falls. I want you to try to get 50 of those in